count of 10 and you will start.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever our fellow fraternity ICSA members are attending this momentous occasion. We are live from the India Pavilion, Dubai at the Expo 2020 site. My name is R. Lakshmanan. I'm a fellow company secretary. I'm the chairman of the ICSI Middle East DIFC and PIO. A warm welcome to all the attendees physically as well as virtually present. Today is a momentous occasion for the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, ICSI profession. We are creating history today. For the first time in the history of the ICSI, we are hosting an event live from the India Pavilion Expo 2020. This is also a first in terms of, the first time the three presidents, the current president, the immediate past presidents are addressing the sessions today. And it is on the back of the first international conference, which was held yesterday at Dubai. And I take this opportunity to thank FICCI for providing the India Pavilion exclusively for the ICSI to conduct this event. This momentous occasion coincides with India's 75th Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and the completion of the Golden Jubilee celebrations of UAE. This historic moment was chosen by the ICSI to coordinate with the Expo 2020 happening in Dubai. And since it's a World Expo, this is a significant occasion for us. The ICSI takes this opportunity to congratulate the visionary leadership of the UAE government and government of Dubai to host such a mega event of Expo during this pandemic period with physical visits of 20 plus million visits from all over the globe to witness about 190 plus pavilions, countries which are participating here. The World Expos are a gathering of nations dedicated to finding solutions to pressing challenges of our time by offering a journey inside a universal theme through engaging and immersing activities. The first Expo was held in 1851 in London, and it's a proud moment for Dubai and UAE to host this now during the pandemic. The Expo 2020 theme is Connecting Minds and Creating the Future. And it's based on the belief that bringing the world together can catalyze an exchange of new perspectives and ideas and inspire action to deliver real-life solutions to real-life world problems. The three sub-themes of the Expo 2020 Dubai are opportunity, mobility, and sustainability. And we are excited to have the theme of ICSI event today live from the India Pavilion at Expo 2020 as company secretary, fostering innovation for a sustainable growth. So that ties in with the Expo theme as well. The event is more relevant to India and the professionals of ICSI and UAE as well, is because the India-UAE relationship is currently at a historic level at an all-time high. And very recently, both governments have executed a common economic partnership, comprehensive economic partnership agreement, CEPA, which will catapult the trade flow, non-oil trade flow between India and UAE to $100 billion in about 5 years. So I take this opportunity now to invite the three presidents, C.S. Devendra Deshpandeji, President of ICSI, C.S. Nagendra Raoji, immediate past President and Council member of the ICSI and Vice President of CSIA, and C.S. Ranjit Pandeji, past President and Council member of ICSI and heading the international affairs. I welcome all the three presidents, dignitaries to the dais. Thank you. I now call upon C.S. Devendra Deshpandeji, President of the ICSI, to do the presidential address to the members.
Good afternoon, everyone. At the outset, as a president of Institute of Company Secretaries of India, a premier institute for regulating and developing the profession of company secretaries in India. I'm really feeling proud to be present here at Dubai Expo 2020. And standing here in the Indian Pavilion, it's a proud moment as an Indian also, as well as a company secretary also, and more as a president of this esteemed Institute of Company Secretaries of India. I would, before I say anything about the institute and my presidential address, let me tell you that we visited this Dubai Expo 2020, and it is a completely different atmosphere here, wherein 190 plus countries are coming together, having their own pavilions, showing their culture, so showing their sustainability, growth perspectives, opportunities, and n number of visitors are visiting here. So for the records, India Pavilion is one of the largest pavilions here in Dubai Expo 2020. And it was recorded that around 15 lakh people have already visited Indian Pavilion, and every day around 15,000 people are getting added. So I think this is one of the pavilion which is most visited. It is just beside Japan Pavilion, which is a pavilion to look after, because next World Expo is going to happen in Japan, and that is why we should look forward for those opportunities also in the years to come. When we talked about this entire Expo 2020, most of the structure here are not permanent, but few structures they have made permanent structures, and the entire ecosystem has been developed here in Dubai. So we were discussing with few of the people who are actually working behind the scenes for World Expo, and they told us that there were sponsors and few sponsors for this entire Expo. So the management of Expo told them that you come here. So Dubai government told them that you come here, set up your permanent structures, and start your activities here in this city. So after the end of Expo, which is just 31st March, the Expo will end. But this infrastructure, this ecosystem should continue. So most of the companies will continue to work in this environment. So they are creating a complete sustainable ecosystem. And that is the purpose of these beautiful events which are happening. And this is one of the biggest global event at present, post pandemic, we all are witnessing. So I'm really feeling proud to be here. And it is an immense pleasure for me, as rightly pointed out by Lakshmananji, that I must thank FICCI for their support and giving us that window so that we can come here and we can talk about what is ICSI, what ICSI is doing, and what are the future prospects of ICSI. So there are three important aspects of this Expo, Dubai Expo 2020. One is sustainability, second is mobility, and third is opportunity. So these are the three important aspects of Expo 2020, and we must understand where ICSI stands in all these three aspects. So when we talk about sustainability, let me tell you guys that sustainability is all about going a long way. It is not about a short-term growth or short-term development. It is all about sustaining your growth for a longer period. So I think as an institute, we always think about different recognitions which we get. And when we talk about recognitions, we always take it on an individual basis. So when we talk about Rule 8A or any such certification recognitions, we take it as individual. But I must tell you here, for sustainable growth of our profession, we should take recognitions as a profession. So a profession gets a recognition, not the individual. The individual may get benefit out of that recognition. So the recognition is for the profession. So if there is a change in recognition, or if some recognition goes away, it is a loss of the profession, not of the individual. So we should not rely completely on the recognitions. It should be like every member should put forward his steps towards making him worthy in terms of value addition in any corporate. So I think then only we will be sustainable. If we only rely on the recognitions, individual recognitions, then there will not be a sustainability. For short term, definitely we will get all the benefits, but in long term, we'll have to think from a different viewpoint, and we should not rely upon the recognitions. Institute of Company Secretaries of India at ICSI leadership level also, we are thinking in this line only. So recognitions may come, may go, the limits may increase, decrease, or whatever happens, but our members will be growing. They will be placed in a proper position in corporates, as well as they will be the best advisors for the businesses. This year, we are also having a theme of CS, a preferred professional. So whenever there are n number of professionals who are working in the industry. So whenever there are two professionals working, CS should be preferred. So that is a motto for this year, and we are trying to have this all brand building and capacity building activities throughout the year to make company secretaries a preferred professional. Mobility, when we talk about mobility, yes, we are into e-learning, and I think the best output of this COVID challenge was e-learning platform of Institute of Company Secretaries of India. I'm really happy that around 40 plus courses are run by our institute on different topics, maybe a very small topic of CSR to a very exhaustive topic of arbitration. So, and even forensic audit. So around 40 plus courses your institute is learning, and we are now planning to enhance that particular course to foreign territories also. So soon we will be also announcing a certificate course on foreign laws, especially in Dubai, as we have started with the first international conference in Dubai. Definitely we will be planning for one certificate course for our members to get accustomed to the Dubai laws. So that will be launched pretty soon. So that is a thought process which is there. And this e-learning platform will definitely go a long way. Even the examinations are now started on a proctored mode, and we are thinking about going it further. Even the descriptive papers in years to come may be on the proctored mode. Sitting at home, students can appear their examinations, so that there will be a complete mobility for our students, and that is the vision with which we are working. The steps are being taken. Sooner or later we will achieve those activities. Opportunities, yes, there are a lot of opportunities which are available for our profession. Your institute is already working on various aspects, especially in terms of arbitration, in terms of cooperative laws, in terms of mediation law, and also institute has made first basic principle recognition, have asked for the recognition and a request to MSME industry, wherein we are asking for making MSME tribunals for easy dispute resolution of MSME industries. So we are working on that also. We are already aware that as a company secretary, we are in various fields, may it be valuation, may it be IBC, and our footsteps are really growing fast in all these activities. So there are a lot of opportunities for us. In terms of global opportunities, after the first international conference, we got 3 leads, important leads in US, Oman, and Dubai. And the thought process has come from the company secretaries who visited this first international conference, and we are taking leaf out of it, and we are going to work on it to find out how we can create the opportunities with the help of government intervention. Can we put our members into these areas? A few days back, I was reading one article from an Australian newspaper, and there was a clear-cut mention that there is a scarcity of find out whether we can do something in that manner. We have already set up a placement portal ready for overseas opportunities. The recognition of company secretaries in global level, we are trying our level best to have. When it comes to motto of the Expo, the motto of the Expo is connecting minds, creating the future. So you all must be aware that connecting different minds is very, very important for any profession to grow. since 2019, Institute of Company Secretaries of India has started a big drive of connecting with educational institutes. So we already have 91 such memorandum of understanding signed, out of which 16 with IIMs. And in May, we are planning for one more IIM. On 6th and 7th May, we are planning to sign one MOU with one more IIM. So the tally would be 17 IIMs. So we are already connecting with all these educational institutes for betterment of our profession. The first program under the Academic Connect is going to happen on 14th, 15th and 16th of April, wherein IIM Jammu is going to give us the leadership training for 2 days. So, and completely it will be handled by IIM. So our members would be, can take benefit of the connection which your institute has already established. So I think we also fit in the theme motto of this expo. When we talk about Indian Pavilion, guys, I must tell you, those who are virtually present, I must tell you that this is the place where one should visit. Whenever you see that Indian flag on the second floor, you will feel really proud. It will be one of the proud moment for you that people are really looking at Indian flag, and they are, it is the second biggest pavilion in this entire area. So I think it's one of the very proud moment for me as well when I saw that Indian flag waving on the second floor. So Indian Pavilion has got three important aspects. They have come out with 3 pointers: openness, opportunity, and growth. So I have already talked about opportunities. About openness, let me tell you, for last 3.5 years, we have been working on the feedbacks of the members and students. Lot of regulatory changes have been made by the institute. Lot of grievance redressal mechanisms have been introduced, and we are open for the suggestions and feedbacks from the members. And institute is really working pretty hard to solve each and every problems which you are facing. So I think this is also one of the important aspect which institute is working on for your benefit. Growth. So I have already talked about opportunities, but growth, yes, in terms of numbers also, we are growing with a very big leap in the number of students getting entered into the profession of our institute. The number of members will also slowly increase with a lot of training programs given to the students, a lot of online videos which are available for the students. They will be equipped and they will be able to crack this examination, and more number of members we will have, because there is a requirement of higher number of company secretaries as of now in the corporate world. When it comes to the theme of the program today, or the panel discussion, I'm really happy to have CS Nagendra Rao ji, our immediate past president, and Ranjit Pandey ji, our past president, here with me, who would be discussing few of the things, because it's a term of 4 years for council members, and whatever we have taken in hand in 2019, we are carrying it out for 4 years as a team. So every president, unfinished agenda is transferred to the next president, and next president takes it forward. So I'm really feeling happy that the 4th year is the year wherein few of the agendas which has remained unfinished from 2019 also will get finished, and we will be able to see our ICSI growing towards the betterment. The theme of today's panel discussion is Company Secretary fostering innovations for sustainable growth. Yes, I believe that there are going to be a lot of challenges, because there will be a lot of innovations which will be coming in. Artificial intelligence is one of the most important challenge which we are going to face in years to come. Few months back, I was going through one study which was done by a US survey agency. So they had prepared one software wherein they have made artificial intelligence as the base for that software. It was a legal software prepared by them, and there was a survey carried out. So 20 NDAs were given to the 20 lawyers having 10 years of experience, and same 20 NDAs were given to that software for finding out what are the faults or problems in those NDAs. And guys, I must tell you, the results were really shocking. And this is the point which I would like to tell all of you, that artificial intelligence is going to compete with us, even though we agree to it today or not. But 5 years down the lines, most of the things will be mechanized and most of the things will be handled by the computers. So what will be your role? You will have to think today. So I think this is the right place, right time to think about that. So I'll tell you the results also. So 20 documents were given to 20 lawyers having 10 years of experience, and same to that software. The software accuracy in finding out the mistakes in NDA was 92%, and wherein for the human it was 85%. Now you will say, no, what was the time taken and everything? So the time taken by human was 92 minutes. Average time taken for going through the 20 NDAs was 92 minutes. And for the artificial intelligence, it was 26 seconds. So understand that businessman will take help of technology. So what will be our role in that case? If such things happens, what will be our role? Our role will change from direct consultant to a person who will be preparing this artificial intelligence based softwares. So we will be the knowledge partners or the feeders for all these softwares, and then the work will happen. So I think there are a lot of challenges with blockchain and so many other things coming into picture. We need to really pull up our socks and understand that where we are and what are the challenges and how we will face these challenges. In all these challenging times, your institute will always be standing beside you as a helping hand, and whatever help you require, may it be in India or abroad or on a global level, we all will be there. And I, on behalf of all the council members of our institute, I would assure you that this will continue forever. The institute will always be there for the members and students, and we will definitely have a sustainable growth, and we have a wonderful future ahead as a ICSI. So at the end, I would like to thank all the people who are present here physically, those who have traveled from India. I must thank them personally also, and it has been a wonderful phase of our institute, wherein we are having this opportunity to present ourselves at a global level at the mega project of the world. Thank you very much. Jai ICSI. Thank you.
Thank you, President. That was an inspiring address. In fact, I wanted to put the president on the spot, but I think he already answered some of the questions which I wanted to ask. Anyway, we'll have some more questions coming up. Right, we will have a session on the fostering innovation for sustainable growth, where I will be the moderator, and the three presidents of the institute would be addressing the questions. The first question is to the president. How do you propose to attract the younger generation to the profession?
Yeah. So already, if you see the average age of company secretaries working as of now, so you will see that in last 5 to 10 years, most of the company secretaries, so the students became company secretaries. So I think we all already is in a young stage of our profession. So younger, we are young by age if we compare, and with entry at 12 plus level, the young generation is already aware about what are the opportunities of company secretaries. We are doing a lot of career awareness programs all across India. I must tell you that government of Karnataka last year, they allowed to do career awareness programs in all of their universities. So that was one of the key point coming out of the last year's national convention. And we are doing a lot of career awareness programs. Students are aware that there is one profession called as company secretary, and there are a lot of opportunities which are there. So we are getting good response from the students, and already young people are joining it with full enthusiasm.
Thank you, Devendra Pashpandeji. Now, let me put CS Ranjit Pandey in a spot. Ranjit Pandey ji, past president, is heading the international affairs of the institute. There are a lot of Indians diaspora out across different countries. And how do you plan to reach out to those younger generation of students to take up this profession? Because we at Dubai feel that many of the students who are studying here at some stage will have to take the profession which the dads and moms are wanting to do, are doing.
And addressing that what you are going to get out of this particular institution, that will say drive the student to come to this particular profession. And in fact, I will say with the pride that this is the only profession when after passing the examination and becoming a company secretary, you can become the company secretary of even such a big multinational companies and directly advise to the board. Of course, it is not advisable to venture directly at that stage, but I can say that it gives the opportunity if you are trained properly, if you have done your 24 months training properly, and skill development has been taken care by the institute. You are perfect in communication, perfect in drafting, perfect in understanding the business. Then you can directly go and advise the board at the very young age. And there are role models and examples also in our profession who are guiding the board at such a young age. So I think opportunities are immense for this particular profession, and young members, young talent will always be attracted to ICSI.
Thank you. Now let me ask CS Nagendra Rao ji, what are the challenges you see when it comes to this company secretary profession being a global leader in corporate governance? I know ICSI has a visionary to lead that. So how do you think that we can address this?
At the outset, let me thank Vicky for arranging ICSI on the board in this Dubai Expo 2020. A great opportunity. I think all of ICSI members are feeling proud of it. And we as the past president, and all the esteemed, we cherish this particular moment that we are at the center stage of this event. The question asked by you is very, very relevant and apt as of now. We need to change. First is our mindset. Unless we change our mindset from a regular mechanical compliance to a knowledge-based compliance, we will end up nowhere. So I feel that with the change in technology, with the change in digital transformation, with even change of what our beloved president spoke about, e-transformation in terms of change of adjudication processes being installed over stocks, and ensure that not only we, but also the corporates, the leaders of the corporates, the CFOs, the company secretary, do most artificial intelligence what we talk about. And just now, President spoke about an example of a vetting of an agreement, how artificial intelligence plays a very, very important role. And I'm sure that with the new versions coming up and statutory regulatory authority implementing these versions, we as a professional have to do a thorough due diligence, have to be more and more disciplined when we are doing the due diligence, and by virtue of which we can ensure that we convert this particular transformation, innovation, from a threat to an opportunity. Further, further, I feel that our professional should first understand the business landscape, also understand the various rules and regulations, not only necessary about Indian law, because we are now spreading our wings. We are already having our presence in 5 overseas centers and taking the sustainability, mobility, as well as opportunity. Our professionals are playing a very, very important role in various countries. So therefore, you will find if all these constraints are turned or threats are turned into an opportunity, I'm sure that the sky is the limit for all our professionals.
Thank you, Nagendra Rajavji. Now, this question is for Ranjit Pandey. You have been part of you were the president about a couple of years ago, and you have been part of the various committees of the ICSI. Where do you see ICSI as a profession in perhaps 2030 is perhaps too short, 2050? So could you give us your thoughts on that visionary where the profession is heading for?
I think I will start, will take a clue from my, friend Nagendra Rao's address, and in fact, taking it forward from the previous question itself, that what are the challenges are there before the profession? Because unless and until we understand the challenges, we cannot identify the opportunity available. And if we identify the opportunity available in next 20 or 30 years, then of course, the moment you identified, you will be able to travel that particular path and you will be able to grow. So challenges as going from the recognition to the skill. See, regulatory landscape will change, you shape. It is not like in fact, everywhere I must compliment the Companies Act 2013. They have changed the whole thing, and further amendments have made everything digital. Everything digital, e-courts, e-adjudication, e-filing, e-compliance. Big compliments to Ministry of Corporate Affairs for executing all these things. So we have already understood as a company secretary profession and ICSI that what e-mode is. And we are compatible and capable of delivering everything in e-mode. So we have prepared the platform that how we will be able to shape our future. The moment we have prepared the platform, then we need to understand that what are the areas which is future, what are the areas which is available for the company secretary to grab. I see, in fact, in the Expo also, if you enter India, it is all everywhere saying that SDG goals. What are those SDG goals? It are also connected to the business. If it is connected to business, even somebody is conserving the, say, water and managing the waste, it is done through the technology. Corporates are doing. And we are the corporate advisors. Our president has said, and in fact, he has set the tone of this year that company secretary as a preferred professional. I will add to it, company secretary as a preferred business professional or preferred business advisor. This role, advisory role, is one of the most important role for all the future regulatory landscape or business development of the corporates. And if we talk about, say, CSR, BRSR, or ESG, SDG, all the businesses are now driven through this. Everybody aligning, every corporate is aligning its goal towards that. And if they are aligning their goals to this, then we company secretaries are also aligning this goal to this. As President has mentioned, we have launched 30 such courses, such 30 courses. And 3 courses he has mentioned: arbitration, then forensic audit, and one more which he has not mentioned is sustainability reporting and sustainability audit. In fact, ICSI is very conscious that ESG goals and SDG goals and sustainability is the mantra for the business in future. And if it is bringing the investment, it is satisfying the stakeholders, it is satisfying the consumers, customers, employees, everyone, then of course we also have to think that we should advise and guide the corporate in such a manner that they should also follow these goals and they should innovate in their companies in such a manner that they are following this path, and we are the advisor right from the strategy stage to the implementation stage and finally through the reading the investment the report document. So crux of the matter is this, that future where advisory of the company secretary is required, that we need the company secretary, that they should be the business advisor, they should be the guide to the business, support to the business, and then say contributing to the growth of the corporate and also the nation.
Thank you. Now that we have answered this, my next question to the president himself is, we are talking about, RPA, all of these new developments, blockchain, Web3, metaverse, and all of that. Would the company secretary become extinct at some point in time? Or what would the rule be?
No, so in the my address also I mentioned the same thing, that today is the day wherein we need to really think that whether we will be just doing the compliance or whether we will be actually helping the businesses to use all these innovative ideas for the compliances, for the governance, and for sustainable growth of the profession. So I think company secretaries won't get extended so easily. It's been 53 years for which we have been working, and we will continue to be business leaders when it comes to corporate governance and sustainability of the profession. So I think there is no chance. I would say with full confidence that there will not be any extension of company secretaries. We are talking about growth more than extension. Thank you.
To add to what the president said, from a manual filing, we started in the year 2006 onwards, it was changed to digital. Digital transformation had taken place. And in fact, none of the professionals were aware about this digital transformation. But from a manual filing to a digital transformation, from V1 version to V2 version, you will find enough opportunities, plenty of opportunities. I can say it is overflowing, the plate is overflowing, and it is only up to the professional to see how best, because when everything is moving through e-adjudication, e-mode, we have to be, it is a more opportunity for us, because more and more corporates, because today you will find the penalties which are going to be charged are bombed. It is not gone are the days of 1,000 rupees or 10,000 or a lakh of rupees. It is in crores. So therefore you will find that, and more so you will find after some time then. So more and more you should be aware of, and we will be the leaders in the profession of advisors, and we will grow more compared to being an.
Will take you more back to the history. We, as who are going to maintain the records, manage the board meeting, and share transfer of the company securities of the company. And when this dematerialization has been announced by the government, or law has been amended, people were thinking what these company secretaries will be doing in future. And the moment this demat has came, this has given the more opportunity. Similarly, Nagendra Bhai has said e-filing has given more opportunity. Whatever changes will happen, and we all know that change are the only thing which is constant in the world. And since we understand this, we are adapting more to the changes, and we will adapt more to the changes in future also. So company secretary profession is going to grow only. It is not based on only on the recognition. It is based on the skill and support system to the corporates.
Fantastic. So here we have a virtual question. Many students and parents inquire about the course and they ask us the scope of the course in UAE. This is something for the institute to think about because we're opening overseas centers and how do we engage with the local community. So as the syllabus in India is specific to India, is there any prospects to add any country specific course if one say is registering from one country? And I think this is where to really make our profession grow global. Any thoughts from any of the members on the dais?
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. So see, basically we are undergoing the complete syllabus revamp, as you must be aware. So Indian government has come up with a new education policy, and it requires 360-degree view of everything. So we have started working on complete revamp of the syllabus. There will be elective papers at both the levels. So we are adding up elective papers more, and taking a leaf out of yesterday's and day before yesterday's discussion, because the syllabus is in the revamping stage. So all initial feedbacks which we are getting. So definitely this feedback, I will give it to the academic committee, in which Ranjit ji is the chairman again. So we'll give him this suggestion that this particular aspect should be taken a clue, and we should include some thought process about foreign laws, because when we talk about foreign laws, there are n number of countries and n number of laws, and which for a student would be difficult to understand. So it can be an elective paper. If we are not able to do an elective paper, then definitely a certificate as well as non-members. So those who are not entering the profession, still they want to undergo ICSI training programs, they currently will be launched, and it will be launched pretty soon. So that we can guarantee you. But about
like for US, UK, Canada, it is in general a global thing, but UAE in specific has a very different set about UAE rules and regulations.
Yeah.
But I would suggest that UAE to be taken on a different scale.
Sure. So UAE has always been on a different scale, because the first examination center overseas was opened here. First center, the connecting center was opened here. So definitely UAE will have a special place when we talk about foreign laws and opportunities abroad.
Thank you, distinguished panelists, for sharing your thoughts on this topic of fostering innovation for sustainable growth. Unfortunately, with time being a constraint, I have to close this session now, but thank you so much. And give a round of applause to the three presidents there. The program will have a couple of more minutes. This being a global event, Expo, and we are just about to launch the Doing Business in India report, which the Institute had published earlier. And that report being a global stage today at the India Pavilion Expo 2020, we will, launch that. I think Ranjit ji, you want to make some comments? Yeah, sure. Okay. So we will launch this publication today again from Expo, and then we'll do the vote of thanks.
Just one information, and in fact, one correction. That I was heading the International Affairs Committee in the year 2020. And this year, my dear friend and council colleague, Ashish Garg, is heading the committee. And this is his, document. And he has an International Affairs Directorate led by Preeti Banerjee has done this. So big compliments to the entire team. If you all can come and have the group photograph if possible.
Yeah. Before that, let me just do the formal vote of thanks. Yes. Thank you, Devendra Deshpande ji, President of the ICSI. Thank you, Nagavendra Rao ji, immediate past President of the ICSI. Thank you, Ranjit Pandey ji, past President of the ICSI and Council Member of the ICSE International Days. Institute members who have come all the way from India, some from UAE here. Thank you, and thank you to the members who have attended large to Vicky for giving us this opportunity to host this Pavilion Expo 2020. And it's a momentous occasion. And I thank all the media here supporting us for this event. And in particular, in FICCI, I would like to thank Nirankar Saxena ji, Deputy Secretary General, Gunvina ji, Shivani, and rest of the team for the fantastic support in providing this platform today to launch our ICSI Global Aspirations from here. And with that, the event is concluded. We will have a photograph of the ICSI fraternity members here. And will that? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. The event is closed now.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। Relaunch. आप इसके पीछे खड़े रहो। अरे मस्त।
हाय देवेंद्र। हाँ फोटो खिंचवा रहा हूँ यार। हाँ हाँ एक फोटो खींच लेंगे।